Clyde, how did you hear or find out about LT360?
I found out, I just found out through the office, and then I went and asked her about it. My office is the Chesapeake Center over in Brentwood.
Gotcha, so it's right.
And so I saw this stick lady walk by, and she was connected to LT360, so I thought, well, something good must be going on over there, so I need to go check it out.
What has your experience been since you've been on the program?
Well, it's been good. It just, it was very challenging at first, and I'd say it took about 41 days for me to really have that moment where I really went full blast with it.
What was that moment like?
Well, I looked at what I was weighing. I was so unhappy. I was mad that what would happen is I could do the beginning of the day right, and then later on the day I would just fall apart. And really part of it, the COVID thing. I mean, I want to look at the list, and it's like obesity is a challenge, and so I would, I said, wow, it's time to really try to make this work, and I started really doing it.
How have you felt since that happened? When you fully went in, how have you felt?
I felt phenomenal. I mean, last night is an example of something that has changed dramatically for me in life. Is last night I walked 9 holes of golf, okay? And I mean, halfway through I was about to die because it's so humid outside, and I was running out of water basically, and I got through it. But when I was done, all the callings of all the fast food, they were there. I was ready to go get a cheeseburger or at least go get a Coke, and they are all coming up, but I still had the call. It's like, well, I've got Gatorade Zero at home or even water. And I was able to negotiate with myself and say, well, because really the thought was, I could go drink the Coke and it's going to give me short-term satisfaction, but then I'm going to feel a lot of pain. So I could just make it home, and I made it home, and it was amazing, because there have been so many times where that would have been like, hey, you gave the time, you laid your body out on the course, you need to go get rewarded. Well, I know that's a very brief reward.
Seeing the big picture, why is that so important to you now?
Because I'm older and worried about, I want to lose weight, and I want to be a healthy weight, and the way I feel now versus the way I felt before. I would emotionally eat before. I would really spend each meal like it was my last meal, like I'm going to be on a deserted island after this meal. And now I just stay on the plan where I have something every 3 hours.
Right.
But I also know that if I go 4 hours or 4.5 or 6, that I might start losing my mind.
Right.
Really? So it's like, you better have something handy, because the system works if you work it. The amazing thing is on the front end, where you have to drink half your weight in water. I tried that in the past and it didn't really work. And with this, I would complain about all the trips to the restroom. But you get to a point where you really, your body starts jonesing for more water, that's a miracle. I mean, that's a miracle, because my papa worked for Coca-Cola, right? I was born with a Coca-Cola bottle in my hand, basically, sugary Coke. And so for me not to, 95% of the time I'm craving more water, which before this program, I could like water, but I would eventually get to the point where, I'm sick of water, I can't take it anymore. But there was a break point somewhere.
If you could tell someone one thing about LT360, what would you tell them?
It's livable. I mean, I've been with a lot of different programs, and really, as I've gotten older, it's always been looking for something that you can live with, something that can change your lifestyle and make you feel better. Because you get a false sense of security when you emotionally eat, a false sense of of healing. This is like real healing. LT360 showed me a way to live where I can feel good.
Vitality.
All the time. It's shown me how food can make you feel bad. or good, depending on what you put in. When they say you are what you eat, I mean, if you are feeling grumpy all day, what did you eat? I can tell you it's been a habit stacking kind of thing for me.
All right, let's do that.
It really has been, and like the latest habit I added probably about 6 weeks ago is, well, okay, so before I would tend to make a mountain out of a molehill with everything, right? And an example of that is, for the longest time in my battle years ago would be, I've got to have 10,000 steps. I've got to have 10,000 steps. It would always be like, oh, it's going to take me an hour and a half. It's going to do this, it's going to do that. And it clicked in my brain one day. It's like, she's just asking me to walk 45 minutes with my heart rate up. And my norm, unfortunately, my brain is set where it's like, you're not going to be able to get it up enough. Well, she didn't say anything about that. She just said, walk and get your heart rate up. Oh, wow. So I did that one time. Well, I can tell you now, I get up at 5:30 in the morning and I walk my 45 minutes and I just don't even know. I mean, it's just like I have to have it. Or I will feel like I walked it this morning. If I didn't walk it this morning, I'm a different, no, I'd be here, but I'd be a different guy. There's no doubt you can feel the difference. I mean, so that's the beauty of habit. I mean, as far as this program, I mean, I really would say since March 15th, I've really lived it. But I could be, to be fair to myself, I was trying from February 6th. I would totally fail, but that's a long time, right? March, April, May, June, July. I mean, 120 days, I mean.
And how good do you feel now?
Right now, at this moment, I feel phenomenal. I mean, I'm traveling light. That's a great way. Where when you have weight, you're not traveling light, man. I would rather have avocado toast and fresh strawberries and blueberries and some of that Greek yogurt any day, because I know I will feel good, versus Mama's pancake breakfast. I'm telling you, what got me big to begin with was Mama's pancake breakfast. What's going to take me out of it is avocado.
Let's get into that.
I've got bad knees and I got those shots, so.
Oh, you did the regenerative?
Well, I've gotten them once. I'm going to get 4 rounds.
Nice.
And so where I'm at right now, I wouldn't be able to go scream to the mountaintop that it's cured it, but I've been able to manage. I mean, I do walk every morning, and with my golfing, for Father's Day, I bought myself the Ping Crazy Light bag, so I could carry instead of riding the cart.
Nice.
And so I'm trying, but what'll happen when, I walked this morning, and I got my son on this program too, and I couldn't keep up with him because my legs were still trying to recover from walking the course yesterday. Before, I was a 1990s offensive lineman. Now I'm a 1970s offensive lineman. When I'm done with this, I want to be a wide receiver.